Hello, Pisces sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your October Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And I've got some crazy cards for you. Oh my goodness, Pisces, what am I going to do with you little fishes? So, we are starting the month just coming off of a new moon in Libra, and that is all about balance. So, the fish, you are dual sign. The scales, same thing. There's a duality there, the Libra-ness. But this season is about love, beauty, fairness, balance. And I feel that with the Pisces coming out of that Virgo energy, you're kind of coming up out of the mud. And excuse me, oh, my nose. Coming out of the mud, emerging your heads, and it's almost as if now you are in Libra season, you can breathe again. You may feel alive again. You may be regaining some energy. And I think that's great, and it goes with the cards as well. I chose a crystal spirit card, an animal totem card, and 3 cards from the Hidden Realm deck from Colette Baron Reed. But before I get into those, the focus for October really should be on the full moon on October 13th in Aries. And so, where does that leave the little fishes? Well, the reason why I want to focus on this is because this moon has our astrological signs lining up in our home houses. And for Aries, that would be the 12th house. But it's also about your opposite, the 6th house. 6th house, but on the cusp of the 7th, looking at the chart. So that would talk about health and relationships. And there's going to be a huge focus on that for the Pisces. And the cards are kind of crazy because they really do line up with that. Um, so there's almost like a light side and a shadow side. I also want the Pisces, sun signs, rising signs, and moons to pay attention to the thinning of the veil. Spirit guides, ghosts, ancestors, angels, they are going to be contacting you guys because you are so tapped into the other side. Don't be afraid. Halloween and Samhain are coming. That's part of the thinning of the veil and my favorite season. So, yes, if you can just chill out a little bit, you may be able to make contact with the other side. Please, whatever you do, don't use a Ouija board, though, or any kind of oracle like that, because that's nasty. You're just calling demons then. You're not even getting anything worthwhile. So let's get into the cards. So with you coming out of the muck and out of the mud that the Virgos have made for you, we have the Sunstone, and this is such a great, great card for the Pisces because this is the sun shining on your face. I can almost picture the little fishes, coming out of the quagmire and being able to breathe the Libra air and feel the sun from that Aries full moon. This is about allowing the sun to fill your aura and to clear out any dark negative spaces. I know a lot of Pisces, sun signs, rising signs, and moons can stay in a very depressed state of mind, very, very down and very negative. It's a very heavy energy, and it shouldn't be because think about the little fishes just swimming around and going with the flow. That is a perfectly balanced Pisces. And the Libra season helps with that balance. It helps with that duality, but it's also kind of like a tug of war because you don't know which direction to be going in, to be swimming in. So I just want you to pull on that energy, draw in the energy of the sun. I know here in the Northern Hemisphere, our days are getting shorter. So try and get out into the sun and use that. I actually have some really interesting sunstones here. My screen is freezing. Oh my goodness. I don't need any technical difficulties, especially when we're not in Mercury retrograde. But use the sunstone and draw on its energy to energize and boost you. Your animal totem card is the dragonfly totem, and this is fantastic. It says truth transcends illusions. And Pisces, the 12th house, it is all about illusions. I want you to feel at home in your 12th house, but too often Pisces sun signs, rising signs, and moons don't look at the truth. They only look at the illusion. This is about a transformation where you can truly see what is real in front of your face. Pisces tend to really, the Pisces sun signs, rising signs, moons, they make up these scenarios and stories and illusions of delusion in their minds. No offense, but it's the truth. And it's that's not the truth. So you really need to get real. The Virgo season was probably a great time for reality to set in. Now, I love the next card. The Aquarians got this. And this is what is it? The Queen of the Light. And like I said to the Aquarians, I love the globes of light in each of her hands. She reminds me of the balancing scales of Libra. It reminds me of the duality side of a Pisces, the two little fish. This reminds me of the star card in a traditional tarot deck, which is hope and illumination. And so I feel that a lot of Pisces, if you can get real with reality, you can have an epiphany. That's not saying it's so nice, the dreaminess of the Pisces, but try and get rid of that heaviness. Call on this Queen of the Light and that Sunstone to fill your aura, fill your body with some beautiful light and clear out any of those dark spaces. And then call on the dragonfly as well to transform any dark negativity into light. The next card that's coming up is the Spirit Whisperer, and it's about divine guidance and higher knowing. However, she is in a reverse position, and this is automatically saying that there could be some definite missteps with the Pisces. There's red flag warnings coming up. This is about those Pisces that are in that lower negative energy, and also being in your home sign of the 12th house, your home house. There's a chance for overindulgent in food, wine, food and drink, and drugs and escapism. This is also saying there is some sort of a chance during this time, probably closer to the end of October, once the sun moves into Scorpio, for you to make a real mess of a situation, not even aware. It's almost like a drama-filled thing, and people wind up having to clean up your mess, or it's about leaving messes behind. So just try to stay in integrity. With this card of higher guidance and higher knowledge being reversed, you want to flip this around and really pay attention to the guidance and the intuition that's coming in from your ancestors, your angels. And if you personally have a warning sign that you shouldn't be doing something, then you shouldn't be doing something. If you have a feeling that something doesn't feel right, but you're going to do it anyway because your partner wants you to do it, or maybe you're stepping out on your partner, with this being in the 6th and 7th house of your opposite, I just feel that somebody's going to screw something up. So just, be careful. Be really careful. I'm also hearing possible DUIs. So be very careful about the overindulgence. And then your final card, it's Dragon's Duel. And this reminds me of Pisces, those two fish. This says this is inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. And that really goes with the red flags that I'm picking up. So look at this card. And this is like the two Pisces fish. One is an ally, one is a challenger. This is like a fork in the road, and you're going to come to a place where you have to make a decision, and it could be a bad choice. So I want you to really think about what you're going to do, especially with this card in the reverse. Before you make that decision, think it through. Also, two Pisces, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. The message here is, so you want to know which dragon's going to win. Is it the ally or the challenger? And the dragon that wins in this situation is the one that you feed. So if you find that you're feeding into something that you really know deep down that you shouldn't be doing, then force yourself to feed the moral dragon, the one that's doing the right thing, the one that knows what the right thing is, because then that is the one that will win. Just remember, the dragon you feed is the one that you win. That's all I have for you, Pisces, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. A little bit heavy, but that's what I'm getting. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Share it with your fellow Pisces. Subscribe to my channel. Give me some love. If you have questions, please feel free to ask, and I may feature it in a future video in my Ask Me Anything series, and you can ask those questions here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. So until November, happy October, Pisces.